Hi everyone, I'm Kaley. I'm going to be showing you today how to use the application summary feature in CommCare. Starting in my form, I'm in my registration form and I want to be adding the vitamin price to this form. And I know I've had this calculation in a different form and I don't quite remember what the exact calculation was. I add my question, but I don't remember what the calculate condition was to add. So I'm going to head over to the main application page where I can find the app summary over here on the right-hand side. And when I select that, that's going to bring me to a list where I can visualize all of the questions and labels in all of my forms. I see I'm on the form summary over here. So I see my registration form and I see all of the questions in there, followed by my registration module and registration form, my mother's module, and the forms within that module menu, and then the supervision menu. I can also sort by question ID and see all of those questions and labels by question ID. So now I'm going to search by that total price question ID that I know I have somewhere else in the app so I can see the calculation that I used previously. And I see the question I just added in the registration form as well as in the follow-up form. I find that same question and I'm going to select this calculations button. And it shows me the calculation used to calculate that total price, which was a previous question, total vitamins times 50. So now I know I can go back and add that calculation to the total price question in the registration form. So while I'm here, I'm also going to navigate over to the case summary because I want to make sure that in all of my forms, I'm updating the question ID last contact date, and I want to make sure that that's the case. I see here all of my case properties. I see what form they're in and which questions are being loaded in and saved. So again, I'm going to search now by last contact date, and I find that case property, and I see that it's getting created, saved in the registration form, and it's getting updated and saved in the follow-up form, but I'm seeing that it's not appearing in the counseling form, which it should be. So I'm going to be able to go back to my form and add that last contact date in to the counseling form where it should be. And for all of these form summaries and case summaries, I can also see on the top right, I have the option to show other conditions, calculations, and also to download into an Excel file. So that was the app summary. I find it really useful when you're dealing with an application with lots of questions. You want to see where those questions are. You want to see a concise list of all of your question IDs or questions. And also when you're dealing with lots of case properties, you want to see where those case properties are being created, where they're being saved, and maybe where they're not being saved. And I hope you find this useful.